Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Drew and this is JustAGuyLinux, and this is a video about Cosmic, the Cosmic desktop with Debian Trixie. Now I'm going to show you the normal way to install, and when I say normal, I'm talking about you already have Debian installed and you already have a desktop environment. In this case, I have DWM installed and it is on Debian Trixie. The other thing is I have added it as an option on butterknife, the distro that I maintain generally for window managers. But in this case, I've added it as well as the other desktop environments and there is a way to install it via that method. I'm going to show both. Now, most of you are going to know that there's just absolutely no way to do this in a normal way on Debian Trixie because Trixie is stable and it froze with a Rust compiler that's just too old to build Cosmic. Okay, so Cosmic's requirements keep moving as well. So each release has bumped up that minimum Rust version, and stable Debian and a fast-moving desktop are fundamentally never going to work. So I built a pipeline that bridges that too. Now you can see that Cosmic Epic 1.3 came out 4 days ago, and I'm going to show you my Deb builders, and this is the Cosmic desktop. And I did update this at 1.1.0 3 weeks ago. I had to make some changes for 1.3. I just haven't actually pushed them up to my Codeberg project for this. Regardless, though, when you go to codeberg.org/justaguylinux/cosmic-trixie, you're going to find a way to install the Cosmic desktop. So let me just explain how it's built for about, I don't know, a few seconds here. Okay, if you're looking here, and there's, I think, about 27 components with this particular version of 1.3. And instead of writing install rules for hundreds of files, the builder reuses Upstream's own install recipes, but redirects each component into the right package. So I end up with about 12. So basically not one giant deb, and not 27 tiny ones, but 12 packages, okay? And those 12 packages are reflected here. Now you can install these individually. So for example, if you add the repository and then just said, install the Cosmic Files Manager, this package right here, you could do that. If you wanted the text editor, Cosmic Edit, you could do that. Now, the one thing is this meta package that will install everything else so that you have a full desktop environment as it was intended. Now let's go ahead and open a terminal, and we're going to take this section right here. So I'm just going to add the repository and just go ahead and add it like this. Hopefully, there we go. There might be more updates that I'm just not prepared for. 6 updates. Okay, doesn't really matter. So now what we're going to do is just say, to install the whole thing, we're just going to copy and just say, install the Cosmic desktop. Okay, and there it goes. And now all we have to do is hit enter and we're ready to go. While it's installing though, I wanted to mention that that there are plans, obviously, for Debian testing. I know that there is at least one maintainer that is working specifically on the testing branch. Again, the reason why I am not doing that is because somebody else that's a lot more qualified than I is doing that already. So I just figured, why not try to help out the Debian stable community a little bit? Now, I can stay on LightDM here or go to the Cosmic Greeter. This is your choice. And while I'm going to stay with LightDM for now. Honestly, I think it's my preferred. It is my preference. There you go. Okay, I had to clip that one a little bit because I didn't make any sense at all. So it is done. It is done now. I didn't actually cut too much. It was about, I don't know, 5 seconds or something like that. And now it is completed. So let's go ahead. I'm going to reboot. Just, I don't know why. I don't think it's necessary, but I'm going to reboot just because. Now I'm going to have to admit to a mistake. I already actually have logged in once and did the entire first session procedure, and I didn't record it. I don't know why I didn't record it, but I didn't record it. So if you're interested in that part, I will have it another time. Once we install butterknife and use Cosmic, then I will do that second first session procedure. And again, timestamps below. So I'm going to just go ahead and log in. And you're going to see, oh, did I not do this right? Let me try that one more time. Okay, good. And you're going to see what the Cosmic desktop looks like. You know, Cosmic files. You know, it's going to look like a file manager. And let's look at the launcher. Can you just say edit, editor, Cosmic editor? Nice. Okay, very simplistic, but effective as well. Let's go ahead and look at the terminal. Nice. I mean, it's a terminal, right? It looks good. Cosmic settings. And if you want to, you can go ahead and like that one and change things around. Again, I'm not going to be like the guy that takes you through an entire, this is what Cosmic does. I'm more interested in how to get it installed and then letting you decide what the next step would be. Cosmic Store, does that work? Curious. Learn. Tell me it works, please. All right. Giving it another couple seconds here, sorry. So I did mess up a little bit, and let me explain what happened. I installed Cosmic, which you saw, and then I logged in via LightDM the first time. So I went through that first session login that took you through the kind of setup process. Didn't record it, so that was a mistake. But no matter, I can show you that once we install it the second time using the butterknife options. So I will put timestamps in below. I'm gonna go ahead and log in, make sure it's Cosmic, yep, selected. Okay, now let's go ahead. Oh man. Please tell me this is going to work. Did I just mistype something? I guess maybe I mistyped something. I don't even know. Okay, so what you're seeing here is Cosmic after a second login. So workspaces, applications, the Cosmic files. Looks good. It's a file manager, right? That's what it's supposed to look like. The text editor looks good. And what does the Cosmic terminal look like? Looks good, looks clean, really clean actually. Yeah, this is a nice looking terminal. Cool. What else? Cosmic settings. So I can go over here. Let's go ahead and switch a wallpaper. Sound. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you would think it would look like, right? So cool. Let's go ahead, and now I'm gonna do it the second way, and that is to install it via butterknife. And just as I say that, it dawns on me that many of you who've never seen a video don't even know what butterknife is. So let me go ahead and let me tell you about it. Do I have launcher. Let's go to, is Helium? Yep, there we go, Helium. There we go. So let me, oh, there we go. And so butterbean.org, okay. And butterknife is my own installer for Debian Trixie, okay. If you want to see videos about this, again, I will link them in the description below. And if you are interested, you go and get the ISO right here. Currently, when was the last one? Yep. So the last time was about a month ago that I did an update. It was my 12th one for this version. And you'll see that, that it is a very kind of specific distribution. It basically installs Debian Trixie alongside and does it in a way that it installs ButterFS or BetterFS and TimeShift. Okay. Now I might not actually do that part of the installation, but I do want to mention that that's what the intention of this particular distribution is doing. So I do have an ISO already, a USB stick rather, already installed on this machine. So let me go ahead and reboot. Okay, for those of you that have never seen the Butterbean or the butterknife installer, this is it. It is a TUI that I wrote for the installation of Debian. Now I'm just going to go through this pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm using the US keyboard. This actually searches and does an IP lookup, and so that is correct. I am in the eastern part of the United States. My locale is in the United States. The disk that I'm using is the one disk that's on this particular. This is actually a metal installation. This is not in a VM file. I'm actually not going to do the demonstrate ButterFS. There is a video, again, link in the description below. So I'm just going to go with the regular ext4, sure, Butterbean as a host name. And I'm going to, by the way, this is the way you would normally do a Debian install. You would leave the root password blank so that you have sudo privileges for the username. And I'm going to go down here and hit install and begin. So I'm going to go ahead and pause at this point, but this takes very little time to do as an install, incredibly little comparatively, because I think actually the Debian net install is similar to this in that it is fairly lightweight, and this is a fairly lightweight install. Now that is the install done. And at this point, if you want to just say skip, which is the 0 option, you would have installed basically Debian server. Okay. And that is all, nothing else. But you have options here, and I'm going to use the number 9 option. It doesn't say a lot. It just says DE. Okay. Which stands for desktop environment. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit number 9. And right now it's going ahead and it's fetching it from my Codeberg repo. Now you're going to see number 5 is desktop environment, and I'm going to go ahead and select that. And at the very bottom, number 7, you're going to install Cosmic. Okay. Do you want to? Sure. So this is the second way to install Cosmic. You can do it, like I said, on Debian Trixie after, whether you have a desktop environment or not. And in this case, you're basically just using butterknife as the, which is still Debian Trixie, by the way, as your method to install. Hope that made sense. But I'm going to pause here. All right, now that it is run through that process, I'm just going to hit quit, Q, and let's reboot. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just let it go for now because I want to see if it actually does this correctly. And if it doesn't do it correctly, then it's on me, right? So it actually should install the Cosmic Greeter. And that is something that you have that I don't generally use, but it should go ahead and install that, since there was no other console or greeter, like LightDM, it should just go ahead and install that for you automatically. And it does. Okay, cool. So I am going to go ahead and log in. Now this is where it should automatically come up with that first session user setup. Okay, and that is what you're looking at here. Now I'll just finish this up by just running through this. I'm just going to say next. Yeah, I'm actually not using Wi-Fi, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off and hit next. United States, yes. Same thing here. Okay. Time zone, so New York. Right there. Hit next. And personalized experience. Sure. That's fine. Bottom, let's go with this one. Oh, you can even look at it. Okay, cool. So you can basically say, oh, I like this one or this one better. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. And then hit next. And workspaces. And yeah, whatever. So basically, you have the option to do all of this stuff. Okay, I'm just going to hit finish. And again, you are looking at what you would normally look at. Cool. And I can't really add, like I said, I don't think I can add a whole lot to what Cosmic does. I'm not a Cosmic expert. I just wanted the ability to install it, number one. And it was asked for. A couple of the people that I know on Discord and in email have asked for a way to install Cosmic, and there you go. By the way, if you were looking at that desktop environment installer that you could choose Cosmic, I think it was number 7, that also had KDE and XFCE and GNOME and so on. All of them, by the way, are just vanilla installs from the Debian repos. I'm not doing anything. If you're looking at the window manager stuff, okay, those are very specialized. Those are using my Rices and so on. So with that said, I'll see you guys next time.